Hey y'all, today I'm participating in the What's in Your Name challenge hosted by Ruth over at Kentucky Fried Fun and Stephanie over at the Unapologetic Housewife. These two ladies are multi-talented, super beautiful. Ruth just has the most bubbly personality, and Stephanie is just the sweetest, loveliest lady you could ever watch. She is adorable. Head over and check out their channels, and I'm sure if you're not subscribed to them already, you will be subscribing before you leave. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the challenge. The first thing they asked was describe why you chose your channel name. The reason I chose my channel name stems from my childhood. I was raised a country girl. We lived in a big old two-story white farmhouse, and I mean like vintage farmhouse. It had the old everything. It wasn't up to date or anything like that. But that's where my passion of country farmhouse living came from. I can remember living in the country all of my life, and it just has really played a big part in my life. I know I get a little emotional when I think about it because it has been the biggest influence on me. And that is exactly where A Country Girl's Attic came from. I remember as a little girl, I would sit up in my room. We didn't have an attic, but it was so high up, I would sit in the window and just gaze out over the peanut and corn fields and just think and write. And that's where my passion of country living came from, was that. I had the best childhood, and I have never forgotten where I came from. And that's why I chose A Country Girl's Attic. Even though I didn't have an attic per se, I did have a high space that I went to that was like my quiet space, and it was mine, and I loved it. And that's where my name came from. Number 2, why did I start a YouTube channel? I have followed YouTube for a very long time, and I'm a recluse by nature. I'm like, stay to myself. I'm like the worst hermit crab you could ever imagine. When anybody comes around, I scuttle. But I just got into the whole YouTube thing, watching everyone comment, watching everybody become friends, and I longed for that. I really wanted to be a part of that. So I always had a passion for decorating and DIYs and things like that. So it just made sense to join in on the fun. I have had a blast since I started. I have enjoyed every second of it. It's just been a joy to do this. I've met some wonderful people that I never would have met had I not started a YouTube channel. And I am so blessed and honored to know these people. I am really, really blessed overall to have the opportunity to do this, and I enjoy it so much. It has really become a big part of my life, and I do really enjoy it. Number 3, general get to know me. So I'm supposed to just describe some things about myself or tell some facts about myself, and so everyone can get to know me. I really don't know where to start with this one, other than the fact that I'd have to start at my childhood once again. I was raised up a dirt poor little girl that had hand-me-downs, as I know many of us have, and didn't have much, I thought, at the time, but I realized that I had everything. I have the best mom and dad. They were like any great parents. They tried to give me all they could and do everything in the world they could for me. My mom and my dad are probably one of the biggest influences of my life. I am a mother of 5. We have 3 girls and 2 boys. I have 5 grandchildren. I have 3 grandsons and 2 granddaughters, and I'm married to the love of my life. He's the best thing in the world that could have ever happened to me. He's been my rock my entire life. I don't know where I'd be without him. And my children and grandchildren, they're my world. They are my entire world. Without them, I I don't know what life would be like. I am originally from Charlottesville, Virginia. My dad is a preacher, and when I was 14, he moved us deeper south, and it devastated me at the time. I remember sitting out on the back steps of the house we moved at down here and just crying my eyes out because he had taken me from my friends and my family and moved me to this strange place, and I just didn't understand it at the time. But it was right. It was the right thing to do. Dad knew what he was doing, and I soon met my best friend in life, and without moving here, I wouldn't have met her. She was the sweetest thing. I lost her a few years back to cancer, and she was just the strongest woman I've ever met in my life. She'd been through so many hardships, but she was just the sweetest thing through it all. And I've never met a soul like her. I was really blessed and honored to know her. I love thrifting. It's like probably my biggest passion. And right next to that would be DIYs. I love to do that. I wake up to do those things. I just enjoy them so much. Like I said earlier, I am really shy by nature, and really, it took me probably 10 years to start going to my husband's family get-togethers because I was just so shy. I wouldn't talk. I know it's probably hard to believe now because now people can't shut me up, but I was so backward shy that I wouldn't say a thing to anybody. And if I did speak, oh my goodness, I'd get so tongue-tied and so you could probably tell it on my videos. I have a hard time speaking, and when I get nervous or I get embarrassed or whatever real easy, I lose it. Another I just fell from my camera and I don't know what it was. Another thing that I love to do is to host parties. I love to have big shenanigans with my family and friends, and just if I could afford it, I would probably do a community party for every season. I love them that much. I enjoy them so much, and it's just something that I love to do. I love to see people smile, and I love to see them have a good time. And if I can do that, it's just something I love to do. Christmas is probably my favorite season of the year, with 4th of July right behind it. Those are two of my favorite times of the year. I love the big parties that we have. In July, we have a big old crab boil, and it's just super delicious. Everybody around here loves it. And Christmas time is just really, really special for me. I just love that time of year with my family and friends. We have several Christmases around here. We'll have one at my daughter's, we'll have one at my house, and one at my husband's mother's house. So it's just like a big to do around here, and it's one of my favorite times of the year. Another thing about me is I love animals. I have always had animals in my life as long as I can remember. The first one I really remember is I had a dog named Pickles. I wanted to name her Freckles, but I couldn't say Freckles. I only said Pickles when it came out. So we ended up calling her Pickles, and I had her for many years. I've bottle raised a little goat I had one time, and she was just the sweetest thing. She's probably she was like a dog. She would go full-wheeler riding with us. When we had to leave her behind, she would holler and holler for us to come back and pick her up. But there was times she couldn't go, and she would when she knew we were riding, she'd jump right on the back of that thing and go with us. She was the sweetest thing. I hope you enjoyed getting to know a little bit about me, why I chose my channel name, and why I started a YouTube channel. I'm so excited to see everyone else's videos. I can't wait to watch them and get to know all of you. Head over and check out Stephanie at the Unapologetic Housewife and Ruth at Kentucky Fried Fun. Like I said, they are two super sweet, special ladies. Check them both out. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I hope you will do so. I would love to have you become part of my YouTube family. Please leave a comment below. I love reading your comments. It's such a thrill to see my notifications light up and to know that y'all have left me a comment. I adore it. Thank you so much for watching. This was so much fun. I really enjoyed doing this challenge. Thank you once again, ladies, for hosting it. Thank you for watching.